honor to introduce someone who is very special to me today, my brother, Lindsey Graham. But before he comes up here, or before I turn it over to him, there's a few things I want to share about Lindsey. And thank you for mentioning his story, my story, the book. And I'm going to give you just a little glimpse into what's in the book. Some of you may be familiar with Lindsey and I, our story. We grew up in a small town in South Carolina in one room, not one bedroom, but one room. In fact, our parents' bar, liquor store, and pool hall. And they worked long, hard hours, and that instilled a very strong work ethic and important values in both Lindsey and me. We saw them get up early in the morning and work till late at night. Days they didn't feel good because there was no one else to run the small businesses. Lindsey helped my parents by taking care of me. He helped me with my homework. He gave me medicine when I didn't feel well. He even taught me how to ride a bicycle. He was just always there for me. He also helped my parents run the pool hall. So you see, Lindsey learned about responsibility and hard work from a very young age. When I got a little older, Lindsey went away to college. Now, he went to college at USC. It was about 2.5 hours from the little town that we lived in. But you would have thought that he went to college around the world. I cried, my mom cried, my dad cried. We were a very close family, so it was devastating to us when Lindsey left. But at the same time, our parents were so proud because Lindsey was the first in our family to go to college. And then I remember when I was around 10 years old, our parents had finally saved enough money to buy the house next door to their businesses. I remember I was so excited to finally get to live in a real house. Life was really good for us then. We were so happy. But then, unfortunately, our mother started to get sick. She was in and out of the hospital a lot, and Lindsey never left her side. He stayed by her day and night. By the time I was 11 and Lindsey was only 20, she had lost her battle with Hodgkin's disease. I can remember we were emotionally devastated, wiped out financially, and just 15 months later, we lost our father. Times were really tough for us. I can remember being absolutely scared to death. But Lindsey promised me that he would always be there for me and always take care of me. And I can assure you, he has never let me down. Lindsey continued in college and eventually went on to law school, while I went to live with a very special aunt and uncle in a nearby town. But unlike most college-age kids, Lindsey didn't stay on campus on the weekends having fun. He came home every weekend to take care of his little sister and work in the liquor store. And now that I have a daughter who's 21, I realize how young he was then and what a responsibility that was on him at such a young age. But Lindsey, he continued to come home every weekend. He never stayed on campus, and I will always be grateful for him to that. It would have been so easy for him just to live life as a young bachelor, but that's just not who Lindsey is. He came home every weekend. He made sure I finished high school. He even adopted me when he went into the Air Force so that I could have benefits. He made sure I got a college education. Lindsey has been by my side through some extremely tough times and some very special times. He's still the one I go to for advice. I'm so proud of Lindsey. There's so many things I admire about him. His strong work ethic, his dedication, his honesty, his love for our country. I think all of these are qualities in a great leader. But the thing I admire most about Lindsey is his effort to keep us safe. Lindsey understands the importance of national security. It was on the top of his agenda when no one else wanted to talk about it. I truly believe he is the best prepared to be Commander-in-Chief on day one. And it is truly my honor to introduce to you someone I love dearly, my brother, Lindsey Graham.
I hope I don't have to say anything right now. Is it my turn? Okay. Wow, that just, I've heard her do it several times. It's not easy for her and it's worse for me. But thank you, sweetheart, very, very much for being who you are. If you had to date my sister, it was terrible. I want you to know.